Hello, everybody. Eric here on Saturday, May 13th, to go over the comic books that came in for me over the last couple of weeks. Life is crazy. I haven't been getting to the comic book store every week, but I had a chance to go and pick up all the floppies that were there, a couple of the collected editions, and then some stuff that they put aside for me for Free Comic Book Day. Not stuff that I asked for, just stuff they thought I might enjoy. So let's jump in, see what I got. And I didn't look on the shelves for any cover choices. I just took what they gave me. So we're starting with Demon Wars Scarlet Sin, #1. It's basically a one-shot, but it's part of a series. Into the Spirit World Part 4, it says. Right inside. Story and art by Peach Momoko. Just a beautiful, beautiful artist. Look at that artwork. There we go. A little more. Just love her work. And this is a story that features Black Widow, Captain America, Iron Man, but sort of magical, mystical, feudal Japan versions, fairy tale, Japanese mythological versions of them. Really beautiful artwork, interesting storytelling. All right. This is Batman White Knight Presents Generation Joker, Book 1. There it is. It's DC Black Label, part of the whole Batman White Knight series, a little spin-off. I have no idea what this is going to entail. It's just, variant versions of the Batman characters, all of the other stories in this sort of interconnected series have been really, really good. So I'm always looking forward to this. I think this is one of the few books, whenever these series come out, that I'll be getting in floppies as I slowly get away from those. This is Danger Street, Book 6 from DC Comics Black Label. Fun little serial cover there. There's the back. I have not read any of this series yet, but it's got a bunch of cool characters in it, so hopefully it lives up to that. It is by Tom King, who is really hit and miss with me, so we'll see. And then we have Ghost Lore, #1. From Boom Studios, written by Cullen Bunn. That's why I'm picking it up. Another horror book. I don't know much about it. Just looking in there. Ooh, some grotesque, very, very violent and bloody stuff going on in here. Always happy to get new Cullen Bunn. I think this is a great cover for Moon Knight, #23 from Marvel. And I'm not completely caught up on this series yet. Looks like Venom is in here. A bunch of other people. Interesting. But I've been trying to catch up. I was setting aside an hour a day just to read comics. And then last week I didn't do that. But I'm going to get back into it so I can catch up on things like this. And things like this. This is Batman and the Deadly Duo, Book 7. DC Black Label. I believe that this is finally the last issue. Yes. But, again, have not read any of it. But it's not by Tom King, so hopefully it'll be good. I shouldn't say that. Tom King is, like I said, he's hit and miss. But Batman and the Joker working together. Craziness. that looks like. Let me see if this will tell me. Was that the Simon Beasley cover? I think so. I think that's the Simon Beasley. He did a lot of Lobo artwork. A lot of stuff for, I think, 2000 AD, Judge Dredd and that type of stuff. Wild, wild artist. All right. Then the last of the floppies that aren't free comic book day stuff is Lamentation, Book 1 from Oni Press. And this is another one written by Cullen Bunn. I believe it's just 3 issues, 48 pages each. I have a signed invitation. They got it at the comic book store. And because this is about a play, so it was like an invitation to the play, but to the book kind of thing. The comic book store got it. They know I'm a huge Cullen Bunn fan, so they gave it to me. But yeah, this is some sort of haunted play. I don't know if there's a play within a play. I don't know what's going on because it's first issue. But again, Cullen Bunn, always happy to support him. Always happy with what he writes. Couple of collected editions. Had to leave some things behind. This is Mighty Marvel Masterworks, The Avengers, Volume 3, Among Us Walks a Goliath. And this reprints Avengers 21 through 30. So just old Avengers stuff. There's some covers there. I don't know how well you can see them. I chose not to put up the ring light for this. Oh, I saw Kang. There's a Tuma. A Doctor Doom, it looks like. Looked like Kang. Yep, some Kang in there. As I always say, whenever I get these, very happy that they're putting these out in an affordable edition, so I can reread and have these old stories that I grew up with. Since I'm not a collector, investor maybe is the way to, I don't know. I don't care about having the individual issues too much. I just want the stories. So it's nice that I can get them in these affordable editions. All right, then we have, this is the last non-free comic book day thing. And this is Year Zero, Volume 0 from AWA Upshot. This is written by Daniel Kraus, best-selling horror and thriller, suspense author. On here they list George A. Romero's The Living Dead. So Daniel Kraus co-wrote this huge, thick novel with George A. Romero called The Living Dead. I think it was, I don't know for sure if it was a posthumous thing that George Romero started it and Daniel Kraus finished, or if they actually did collaborate together at any point. Anyway, he's got horror novels, he's got suspense like hard case crime books, and he does comic books. And this is a prelude to Year Zero, which is a zombie book, which I don't have at the moment. But this tells 4 different stories of the world as the zombie apocalypse approaches or arrives. I will pick up Year Zero eventually because I like to get all the AWA stuff. And it's Daniel Kraus. I like Daniel Kraus stuff. All right, and then I didn't even look at this stuff. I set them aside since I didn't have to pay for these. So let's see what the comic book shop, what they think of me, what they put aside for me. Well, right on top we have Marvel Voices, #1 from Marvel. So I don't know exactly what's in here, if it's original work or reprints of stuff from the different Marvel Voices books, but I do get all the Marvel Voices books, so that's pretty cool. Excuse me. Then this has Dawn of DC Night Terrors. It says special edition. Looks like some very cool artwork in here. Look at that. Dead man. So this is a big summer event, Night Terrors, where basically somehow something is subjecting all of the DC characters to their worst fears. It's a ton. Is there a checklist here? I saw a checklist for this. There's a ton of books in this series. I don't need. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. This is the full event checklist. So it's July and August. All of those. I don't know how well you can see that. All of that. So it looks like the regular book, Night Terrors, there's 1 and 2. It looks like that's it. So it starts with Night Terrors First Blood, then Night Terrors 1 and 2, and then just a bunch of 2-issue. Oh, and then there's Night Terrors Night's End, Night Terrors 3 and 4. And then a bunch of 2-issue stories with different characters and stuff. So craziness. Well, this is interesting. I don't know what this is, but it says 2000 AD Regened, the best comic ever. So I just earlier mentioned 2000 AD because of the Simon Beasley. So this is some. I mean, those look like they could be judges with the badges, like Judge Dredd type characters. So this is some sort of weird 2000 AD thing. Interesting. We'll see. It was free. Then we've got Red Sonja. Just free comic book. Again, you never know with these free comic book day things whether they're reprints or original material. Sometimes it's a mix of both, but I'll just have to look through these things. And then finally, Shadow Man Dark Legacy. And I was getting Shadow Man when Cullen Bunn was writing it. Looks like some interesting artwork in here. Pin-ups, different things. So very nice of the proprietors of Comics Argo, Sheffield, Ohio. Eric and Ed, shout out. Very nice of them to put that in my file. Because I was out of town during Free Comic Book Day. I usually don't go to Free Comic Book Day, and so they just grabbed the stuff I thought might interest me. So that's it. That's what I've got. I left behind some good stuff. But I'll get it all eventually. No real question for today, except the usual. Does any of this catch your eye? Of all of this stuff, what would you be most interested in reading? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put those in the comments below. Comments are open for spoilers. Just post spoiler warning. We try to be polite here on my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. All the usual YouTube stuff. If you care to follow me on other social media, I'm still hanging on at Twitter, where I am at Ronin5757. On Instagram, where I post pictures of books, comic books, board games, and fuzzy animals. It's Eric Smith 5757. That's Eric with a K. ERIKSMITH 5757. That's all I have for you right now. So until next time, read more comic books.